Oh, I guess before I go outside, July 15th, we will be having a website restock, that's what I'm gonna call it, of everything that you guys currently can get and a couple more items. We have a bunch of these lower windshield banners or just like big 23-inch stickers. You can really do whatever you want with it. And after that, I don't know when you'll be able to get merch again because I kind of want to refresh a couple things. I kind of want to change a little bit, and I don't know how long it's going to be till I have merch available again. So July 15th, don't miss it. It is your last chance to support for a little while at least. I made the biggest mess making that rear diffuser. If you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, make sure that you go see it. If you guys haven't seen this video either, go check this out. It's right there, or here, I don't remember which side. Made a custom diffuser out of ABS plastic. It was my first time ever working with anything like that. I had kind of no idea what I was doing, but it turned out pretty cool. And a lot of you guys keep asking where I got the plastic. I had the same issue. It's impossible to find. No one sells big plastic sheets. What I did was I called a local plastic moldings kind of place, and they blow out like windows for helicopters and shit. And it's like stuff you would never think of, but they need the plastic to do it. So I called and I was like, hey, can you just order me in a big sheet of plastic? And they're like, yeah, sure. So they ordered me in this 4x8 or whatever it was. Paid $200 for it, and it's dope, and it's still got plenty of space for me to do a bunch more things with it, which is awesome. And to give you guys an update, I drove around for about 2 hours today, and this thing held up perfectly fine so far. Anyway, a couple of you guys said you don't mind the crash bar showing. I still hate it. I don't hate it. It actually kind of grew on me a little bit, but it looks a little unfinished. And I looked into making one, but making one is I can't weld it good enough. My welding skills are subpar. Like I'm still learning how to use it. So for me to try and weld something that's supposed to stop me writing my car off in an accident, I'm not gonna take that on yet. Today there's one thing we have to take care of because when I was driving this around today, I had this issue that kept coming up. These lights keep flying out, dude. This is the reverse light harness right here. And it came out and the reverse light's plugged in right here. And I tuck it up in the bumper because that's the only real place for it to go. And I snake it up there, but every time I would drive it around like on the highway, and it never like came all the way out, but the light would start dangling out onto here because this doesn't seal. The old piece is supposed to seal that. So those lights keep coming out. And I was gonna wait and make this and that bash bar install like one video, but I don't think I can wait a couple weeks until a new bash bar shows up because I'm gonna just lose those lights. And as soon as I started thinking about it, I was like, I should have reverse lights so people know I'm backing up. That way when I'm in a parking lot or something trying to back up, people don't start ramming into me. Check this thing out. This is, I don't know if it's still brand new. At the time, when I first got this light bar, it was a brand new product. I've had it for a couple months now. It's perfect for what I want to do. Dude, it's a single row, super thin, like takes up literally no room. And this is a genuine aux beam product. Essentially what I want to do with this guy is use it as a reverse light. So straight up, one of the best things that happened to me, my friend, you guys know him as Derpy FRS, he rocked a similar look. His was way different. If you're comparing them, it was, I guess, similar. And he had an LED light bar as his reverse light, as well as a big ass diffuser. He didn't make his, but it's still a big ass diffuser. And I love it. I always loved his rear end. And he switched up his car this year, and I was like, yes, I could totally steal that. I put the diffuser on, and now we're gonna use this as the reverse light, which, Simon, I totally robbed this from you, buddy, but I have to do it. I had to do it. This might sound crazy, but this made my car louder, I swear. I'm almost certain that just this coming out past the exhaust made my car louder, because I was driving it today and it genuinely felt louder, and I was like, the only thing I've done is this. Somewhere in here splits off into two separate thingamajigs. But up here, I think up here it's still 2 wires. It feels like it's still 2 wires. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and wire this first, because if I can't get it wired, there's no point in taking this all apart. A lot of you guys always hear me talk about being colorblind and not being able to wire things. I'm actually like decently capable of doing wiring. I just, if it's hard, I don't do it. Like black and white, or black and red, or whatever the hell colors these things are, that's easy. I can do that. That's easy enough for me. But it's like when you're wiring like a radio or something like that, like I don't want to do that because I don't really know the colors too well. You usually get Emerson to do it. I was gonna get Emerson to help me with this today, but he's been sick for the last couple days. If you saw in the last video, he like came over, hugged me, said he missed me, and then that was it. Like we just talked about what we're doing with his car. and then he left again. Like he's been pretty sick, so that's where the poor kid has been. I want to cut it up here where there's still just 2, because at least then if this all fails, I can just put 2 wires back together and call it a day. And we're just gonna cut them right here. Every day. I'd like to love you, love you. No, my glove. I'd like to love you, if I may. My assumption would be you don't need a fuse. I figure when you wire a light bar normally, you wire it directly to the battery, so it would need a fuse, but I'm assuming that this would probably already be fused. Let's see if we get anything. Oh, I see it, baby. Oh yeah, dude. Hell yes. Holy though. Hell yes, holy. I looked at it because I was excited. That's really bright. And it seems to be working okay without a fuse or anything. So I would assume that we're good to go. Okay, I want to see just how bright this thing is. Let me close this. Shut these lights off. Probably get in the car before it goes down all the way, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to find my way. All right. I've achieved darkness. Are you guys ready for this? Oh, my lights are on auto. They just came on. That was not the light bar. Oh, dude, it lit up my face. Dude, that was bright enough that it lit up my face. Dude, this is so bright. For one strip of LEDs, this thing packs a punch, man. Thinking for now, we're gonna try and mount it just to this beam, because I do plan on replacing that beam. I don't really want to drill it into the subframe of the car and then have to re-drill it if the bash bar I get is like in a different height or something. I'd rather only drill into the actual car once, if at all. If anything, I'll just drill it into the new crash beam when it shows up. That kind of a lot of work when you have to take it off. I guess that's part of starting to build your own things, is that you make the mounts. And definitely as a first go, I did not think about needing to take it back off. Minty, I literally lined this little thing, the indentation on there. Oop, I just slid it. So this is like just an 1/8 in from that little dent. This one's just an 1/8 in from that little dent. This is gonna be so easy. The best way this could happen is that there's a hole right here. So I found these little feet. These are from my old light bar, and these things are for, like, meant to go right here. And essentially it'll just bolt right through there so it doesn't go metal on metal. And it's got a decent spacing, which is really all I'm going for, just enough to get it past the seam. I keep dropping this camera. I'm not gonna have a YouTube channel pretty soon. Oh, I did not leave myself a lot of room for this. That spacer I put is perfect. Put this exactly where it needed to be, like just below that seam. Let's let it down and see how she looks. Oh, I'm totally gonna miss that piece of wood. Got him. Yo, it's still on the wood, but like first impression, up close, it's kind of dope because you don't even notice it. It's like super subtle. Like you notice the diffuser, you notice everything else. We don't really notice that. Let's roll it out so we can have a little bit of a better look. I'd prefer it just to be kind of subtly there. All right, let's be quick so we don't get wet. Yeah, dude, that's sick. You notice it right now because we installed it, but if you just walked up, you'd look at the diffuser and you'd be like, oh yeah, cool, cool. You wouldn't even really notice it. Dude, that is so bright. Yo, eye level, that thing hurts. That thing hurts a lot. It might be pointed a little too high, man. Might have to angle that thing down just a little bit. It's probably just wait till nighttime and then angle that a little better. So once it's like completely dark, because for all we know, it could be lighting up the ground and we just see where it's spotting on the wall. I'm gonna wait till nighttime comes and I'm gonna just like come out here and just like kind of fiddle with the angles and get it all right. But that looks so good. That is so bright. Simon, mine's brighter. Yours was like missing half the LEDs were blown. I keep blinding myself. I'm a little bummed it's raining. I kind of wanted to go out. I've been trying to get better at taking photos. I know that like videos I think I do a pretty good job at, and like editing them I think I can do fairly well, but photos I can't edit them at all. Like I can edit them basically. Like my Instagram is like one of the most basic photo edits ever, and I want to start trying to edit my photos a little bit better. So I was hoping to go out tonight. It was a beautiful day. It was super hot all day. I was gonna drive out to the mountains and try and take photos. But of course, because we live in Vancouver, there will be no sunset. There is just rain. So I guess I'm gonna have to save that for another day, which is gonna cut today's video a little bit short. For all of you guys that don't follow me on Instagram, you probably should, because what I did today was I opened up a chat. Chat actually got cut off because the people limit was reached. It was kind of stupid. I started the chat and I talked to a bunch of you guys because we're going on vacation to California at the end of the month. And you guys will maybe notice, if you guys are following me on Instagram or you keep very up to date, that I'm basically filming every day for like 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna release those videos as we're on vacation. That way you guys still have content. But I wanna hold like a little meet while we're down there. I wanna have like a little car meet and hang out with some of you guys and meet some of you guys. So I was chatting with a bunch of you guys on Instagram, and I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have a little meet in SoCal, and then as we leave and we go back towards home, I'll have another one. That's why you gotta follow me on Instagram so you guys can keep up with these things. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I do not need to be that zoomed in. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out and stay committed.